Today's WTE Tech Talk, we're going to talk about Apple's WWDC. It opened with a great video, the F1 video of the F1 car racing around the loop there in Cupertino. Excellent. I love the quality of that video. This is going to be a little different than most of the videos I do about Apple because I was disappointed. The video effects were great, but that's just cinematography. So yes, Apple Studio is putting out some great stuff, but I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed in what's coming out from Apple Developer Conference this year. So they did announce that they're making all of the OSs, so iOS, Apple OS, Watch OS, TV OS, Vision OS, all of those are going to version 2.6. So yeah, they're releasing here shortly in 25, but think of it like model years for cars. So we get the model year of the 26 cars for a lot of models in the late part of 25. That's kind of what's happening here. But the effects coming in 26, or the features coming in 26, are kind of more effects. That was a little bit of a slip, but not so much because there wasn't such, heavy, deep features. It was a new glass effect. I like it. It looks good. It looks good on the phone. It's going to look good on iPad. It's going to be great because it's what's in Vision. On the laptop, I'm not so sure about how the translucentness of the dock bar buttons and everything are going to look in practicality. I think if you got a really good quality display and right lighting, they're going to look okay. They're going to look good. I do think for people with limited vision, I think for older eyes or people that use computers a lot, it might not be the contrast level that you're thinking it's going to be. Vision looks good if you're occasional, but maybe not for everyday use. We'll have to see. We'll hit the positive first, which is going to be the new spotlight features. And there's a new term coming out that they Sherlocked. Another company, I'm not going to go too deep in, but that's Sherlock is where you take features that are an add-on product and next thing you know it's just built in. So Apple, Google, a lot of companies have been very famous for doing this. This is a case where they took some third-party products and they put them right into the Spotlight program without licensing those other products. I do think it looks good. I think some of the ability to go from shortcuts from it to do some automations directly from Spotlight is something we're going to look at. I like building some shortcuts. I do a talk on AI that I do for WTE sometimes, and what I like is I just have the laptop say Siri next slide and it uses Apple Shortcut and the Siri AI to do the next slide, and that's a very quick Apple automation. Let's talk about what they didn't do. Apple Intelligence. In the whole long hour keynote, Siri's name only came up I think twice. I could look back at the transcript, but I was really looking to see what they're doing with Apple Intelligence and what they're doing with CarPlay, because I like some of the new updates in CarPlay. It's looking good, some of the effects are looking good in it, but from a standpoint of AI enhancement and local AI, they're building some into Swift UI and local. They're putting some good hooks in for some local AI, but what they're not doing is building this really robust version of like Siri on steroids. I was expecting that. I was a little disappointed. I was also expecting there to be, they put into their Xcode, they put in some AI features, but I was hoping that it was going to be more along the lines of Lovable. So Lovable 2.0 is a great no code. I was expecting something of that for Apple to come out with. I think what they're really depending on right now is other companies to create some of these add-on AI coding tools that will allow Apple developers to quicker make the applications. But it seems like what they're relying on right now is going to be the third parties, and then they'll probably Sherlock, to go back to that phrase, into their tools, but at a later date. But again, I was a little bit disappointed. The highlight of it, from my standpoint, is going to be probably some of the features on Watch OS. So out of all of this, my biggest, takeaway is going to be the Watch OS, that when you get a notification on it, you can now take and do a flick of your wrist to get rid of it. So it's like, hey, call is coming in, I don't want to take it. Oh, geez. Boom. Send them to voicemail. That's probably going to be the most used feature that I'm seeing come out of WWDC for 2025. Hopefully Apple has a bunch of people in the back room working on more Apple Intelligence and stuff that will get us excited in the future. We're not leaving Apple, but we are a little bit by the keynote this year. Anyway, hope everybody enjoys this. If you guys are not already, please subscribe to this channel. It helps us to get you notified when we have great videos like this coming out.